Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, a big announcement from Buffalo Ironworks that you will only get on Daytime Buffalo, but you can expect to see at this year's Cobblestone Live. And it's Punchki Day. We dive right into what makes this annual tradition so unique. It's all coming up right here on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Thank you for joining us here for another edition of Western New York's newest lifestyle show. Now, yesterday we talked about midwinter recess and how to keep the kids active during the breaks with Explore More Museum, but it's just one of many activities available in our area. If you're still looking for things to do with your kids this week, the Aquarium of Niagara is holding a special discount. 716 days are back, and if you purchase general admission, you'll save $7.16. During 716 days, the aquarium will be open every day from 9 to 6. They will also have daily activities throughout the week, including lessons on fossils and prehistoric penguins and dinosaurs. Now, Buffalo and Western New York is known for its entertainment and its amazing venues, and one of the best joins us right here in our Daytime Buffalo studios. Today from Buffalo Ironworks is owner Josh Holtzman and general manager Grace Vesneski. Thank you guys for being on with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Okay, and stopping by. Now, for those who are not sure, tell us a little bit about Ironworks and what you guys have going on.
Yes, so we are a music venue located in the historic Cobblestone District. We're actually hitting our 10-year mark this September.
Congratulations.
Which is super exciting.
That's
Thank
a big
you.
deal.
And going back, we took a 1902 building and restored it into what we think is one of the best venues in Buffalo. And year after year, we have about 200 plus concerts inside Ironworks. And one of our biggest events that we throw every year is the Cobblestone Live Music and Arts Festival.
Okay, now you have a history of putting on some amazing events like the Cobblestone Live Art Festival. Tell me about that.
So pretty much what we did was about 5 years ago, the idea was to connect the entire neighborhood and basically figure out a way to showcase the beauty of the Cobblestone District. And really kind of the best way to do that is through events, music, arts, and just bringing everybody together. So what we decided to do was start getting with the city and talking with the neighbors and everything, and figuring out how for one weekend we can close almost all the streets in the district, put stages outside, bring in national, regional, and local acts, have music, food, arts, artists and vendors, kids village, and just everything exciting, that you could possibly do. And pretty much this year will be our 5th year doing it. We've taken the festival from what started as, a one street, 1,000-person thing, and now we've seen over 4 stages, over 5,000 people, and it's by far our favorite weekend of the year.
I bet, and you guys have a big announcement to make, and I'm really excited about it. Should we do a little drum roll?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, what is it?
Our lineup comes out today.
Okay.
We have really curated something for everyone. It's a mix of jam funk on Friday and then a lot of pop rock, indie on Saturday, just a diverse offering of music. We have regional, national, local acts, like our favorites, Functional Flow, Space Junk, Working Man's Dead, of course, representing the Grateful Dead crowd. And then also, of course, forgetting to mention our headliner, Andy Grammer, who's a, Grammy-nominated artist who both of us love. He's actually gotten us to this point with our music love. He's helped curate the entire lineup of the festival top down, and we're just really excited to bring him to the Cobblestone District.
Yeah, tell me more about this lineup and all the artists on the bill.
Yeah, so going from the top down, we have Andy Grammer as our headliner. As Grace mentioned, he's a multi-platinum Grammy-nominated artist, and really, he sets the tone, and one of the biggest things about curating this entire lineup is that we don't just look at bands that are going to do well in Buffalo, we look at how they're going to set the tone throughout the day. So it's kind of like a vibe and an energy where it starts, and then it just continues to build its way up all the way to the headliner. And if anybody knows Andy Grammer, have seen him live, listened to his music, you should definitely check him out. But his energy is just, it's infectious. It's unbelievable. And what he's going to bring to this festival, we are beyond excited for. And then looking at other artists in the lineup, you know, Friday is more of our jam heavy night. We have the band Twiddle, who's from Vermont, and basically they have had such an amazing career, and they've actually announced that they're going to be taking a hiatus. So this will kind of be their farewell tour, almost their last show in Buffalo before they go out, which is really exciting. And then we have other artists like Andy Frasco and the UN and Jukebox the Ghost, and actually a TikTok sensation, Cooper Allen, who we're really, really excited about. And you know what's cool about it is this is the first year that we've actually booked a TikTok artist. And he's very talented. He's a musician, like not taking away from any of that. But it's been very interesting because, you know, the background has always been what's your history, what's your music like, how do you actually gain traction? And now with the platforms like TikTok and how Instagram's going, it's a totally different ballgame. And so we're leaning into that and we're learning and seeing what people are excited for. And it's amazing because we booked Cooper Allen at Ironworks back in November. We had to cancel it because of that Thanksgiving snowstorm.
You all remember.
Yep. And he's coming back in May, but he is by far the fastest sellout we've ever had at the venue, to the point where we have a wait list of over 200 people trying to get tickets at a sold-out show.
Really quickly, how can people get tickets and when is it?
Cobblestone Live is July 14th and 15th of this year. You can go to www.cobblestonelive.com to get tickets, or our Facebook page, or anything like that.
Thank you guys so much for coming on and sharing that big announcement. We're so excited for you, and good luck. We hope you guys get your tickets. Now, continuing with entertainment news, two music legends bring new life to a classic country hit. Nina Demetrius has your eye on Entertainment Report.
Singer Jelly Roll, with hits on the country and rock charts, announced a new tour. The new emerging artist will tour with a group of friends opening for him, including Ashley McBryde, Chase Rice, Elle King, and Struggling Jennings. The Backroad Baptism Tour supports Jelly Roll's upcoming new album. It starts in Mississippi in July. Tickets go on sale Friday. The award-winning and critically acclaimed Polish film EO is now available to U.S. audiences. The movie follows the spiritual journey of a circus donkey through Poland and Italy, moving audiences around the world along the way. The film won the jury prize at Cannes last year. It's now nominated for Best International Film at next month's Academy Awards. EO begins streaming today on the Criterion Network and is available for digital rental. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. And a new music video reimagines a heartfelt version of Jolene by two legendary friends. Olivia Newton-John and Dolly Parton recorded a duet of Parton's 1970s hit before the Grease singer's death last year. It's the last duet released for Newton-John's final album of duets, including songs with Mariah Carey, John Travolta, and Barry Gibb. Newton-John's Just the Two of Us Duets collection is out May 5th.
Coming up after the break, today is Fat Tuesday. You may recognize it better in French. It's Mardi Gras, a day to celebrate and indulge before the Lenten season. It's also Paczki Day, time to eat and enjoy the delicious and sweet jelly donuts that local bakeries offer on this special day. Our friends at Mazurk's Bakery stopped by with some paczkis and some of their other sweet treats to celebrate the season. Stick with us, that's next. And it's okay to indulge in some sweets. We've got an inside look on how you can spin those calories away. That's after the break. Celebrating National Paczki Day, which I just learned about, but we've got Margaret here from Mazurk's Bakery to tell us a little bit more and even show us. Thank you for bringing all of this here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've been baking all morning, and we're going to be continuing to bake until the day's over.
Okay, Fat Tuesday, a very busy day for you, so thank you for being here. What is the history behind these?
Sure. So the paczki were actually originated in Poland. And in order for people to get rid of some of their extra fats and sugars before the Lenten season, they would make this kind of enriched donut So we have a recipe for an enriched donut, extra butter, extra sugar, just how everyone likes it.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. And then we fill it with a black raspberry filling and a rum glaze.
And tell me about this too, because this is gorgeous.
Absolutely. So it's king cake season. King cake season starts really on January 6th and it runs all the way through Ash Wednesday. So at Missourix, we make a couple different kinds. We do strawberry, almond, cinnamon, or plain cream cheese. We also did like a Pillsbury this year during playoffs, and we're running a Savorsberry right now too, which is lemon and blueberry. But I did bring one if you want me to show you how to ice one.
Yes, I would love to.
So this is an almond one. All of our king cakes we make in-house. But then we have to decorate them for the season.
The fun part.
Yes. So the first part is really to hide the baby.
Hide the baby.
Yes. So every king cake gets one of these little tiny babies.
Okay.
So we just make an X on the bottom, slide our baby inside.
Baby is secure.
So the significance of the baby is whoever gets this slice of this king cake, they're gonna have luck for a year. They also have to buy the next king cake because they had so much luck all year.
Yeah, of course, you're so lucky. Buy everyone else king cake so they could be lucky too.
So then we're gonna ice it.
Okay. I love how this looks like a giant bagel.
Yes.
Oh my
Very
goodness.
sweet. So this one is filled with almond and cream cheese. And then we put all of this icing on top. And then we have to put our Mardi Gras sprinkles on top.
Now this is a big, I didn't know about this, the punchkis and the king cake. So this is pretty big in Buffalo, correct?
Absolutely, it's a huge tradition. It's one of the biggest days of the year for Missourix Bakery. So once you get your nice glaze on there, then you're just gonna go in for your sprinkles. And they kind of have to go like separated.
Nice.
So we're gonna chunk them up. Make sure we go in color order here.
Now, what is kind of the favorites? I mean, obviously today is Punchki Day, so this is what you guys are going to mainly be selling. But
Sure.
on other days, what are kind of the best sellers at your bakery?
Sure. So Missourix is mostly well known for their rye bread. So we do our just traditional seeded rye, and then on Fridays and Saturdays we offer our New Yorker, which is actually a sourdough rye with extra caraway. I would say that we also do a lot of stolons, which are kind of like an almond ring or like a fruit ring, but we make them almost like in a log shape.
Nice.
So we'll have those available both in store and at the Broadway Market. And then we definitely had to do some pastry hearts too, because those are always a Buffalo fan favorite. Yeah, so we're going to be at our South Park store and the Broadway Market all day today until 5. So people can stop down and see us for king cakes or punchki, whether they want them at South Park or at the market. So this is decorated now.
Very cool. And also, wait, what is this made of? Because this looks like so fun. I want to play. It's like that sand,
Yes,
you know?
yes. It's just sugar. We dye all the sugar in-house,
Okay.
so we just use regular granulated sugar, and we put enough dye in it to make it fun and festive.
Now you got to add on, of course.
Yes, we
course,
have
the
to have
jewels.
the beads.
The
Gotta have the
beads.
beads. One of every
Not
color.
Mardi Gras without some beads, right?
Exactly, exactly.
And then you stir it around, and hopefully you find the baby. Tell me a little bit about these.
Sure, so those are our Fashnuts. Fashnuts are really like a German-style donut. So those are all fried in-house as well. We make our dough, we put it through our sheeter, and then we fry them, and then we top them differently. So we do a cinnamon sugar one, a granulated sugar, and a powdered sugar.
Very nice. Well, thank you. I am excited to try all of this. We wish you good luck today.
Thank you.
Very good business day for you. Thank you for being here. I know you are very busy and ready for this day to be over because it's going to be so successful. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
As much as we love sweets around here, it's important to keep things in moderation, or at least that's what I tell myself. We stopped by our friends at Power Yoga to see how they structure their classes and learn more about what they offer in their studio. Take a look. Jamie, tell me a little bit about Power Yoga and how you got started.
So I got started when I was in my late 20s. I went to my first yoga class kicking and screaming. Like, I was like, I don't want to do yoga. I want something that's harder than that. This is not going to be challenging. What a waste of my time. And I admired the person that kept prompting me to go so much that I was like, all right, I'll go try it. And that first class, the teacher cleaned the floor with me. I was like, I thought I was pretty physically fit, and it was brutal, but I felt like I wasn't good at it. And I left there feeling so calm and just really different than how I walked in. So I started practicing yoga, and then fast forward a little bit, had twins, decided I didn't want to go back to my career in medicine, and opened a yoga studio when they were 6 months old.
Now, you guys are really, you touched on it, but you kick people's butts. This isn't a yoga class where you're gonna lay down and do your and just kind of possibly fall asleep. No, you're gonna work. Can you tell me about how the classes work here?
Yeah, so actually yoga, I think a little mistakenly has a lot of judgment about what it's going to be, what the expectation are, and obviously there's lots of different styles of yoga. The yoga that we practice is power yoga, and it's a faster pace. We involve a lot of inversions, arm balances, long holds, and really emphasize breath work. And the key to that, along with all styles of yoga, is to really get you in touch with your nervous system. Fight or flight cueing, bringing you into and out of fight or flight, when to recognize like you've escalated, and how to really prompt vagal nerve tone to bring yourself back to rest and calm. And so you'll find each of our classes is very high-paced in the beginning. We go through a series of flow and holds and things like that. And then in the end, it's very much stretching, relaxing, heart opening, we call it, and ends with like a meditative state, Shavasana. So it's everything all in
you
one.
get what you're looking for, but you gotta work for it.
Yes. Yoga's meant to be physical fitness. So I think that's the key that often kind of goes unrecognized. And this is, your whole body will be working.
And your classes are actually hot, right? How hot is the temperature in the classrooms?
So our studios are heated to 90 degrees. The humidity is anywhere between 30 and 50%. And that's both for obviously a little bit of challenge and to improve flexibility and warm people up, especially with cold weather.
Absolutely. What do you want people to feel when they come and take one of your classes?
First, I want them to feel like they are welcome. Like no matter what you're doing, where you are, what you look like, what you're wearing, where you live, what you have, any of that, every single person is welcome here. There's no judgment, and you can do it. Like, I think the biggest thing anytime you go somewhere new is you're scared, like you don't know anybody there, it's hard, you don't know what you're doing, and this community is the most generous community ever that I've ever encountered in my whole life. The teachers, the students, so everyone's welcome. And then, we want you to leave feeling accomplished, like just the nerve to come in here and take a class, like that's all you need, and you just keep showing up, and your whole mind and body and spirit and way of being changed.
Now, you don't have just this one location, you have multiples, which is an incredible accomplishment. Tell me about how many locations you have and what made you decide to open more.
I don't know actually what I was thinking after I opened the first one. No, just kidding. Actually, it kind of fell into our lap. The second studio is in Elmwood Village across from Spot Coffee. And it honestly was such a charming old mansion on Elmwood. And the location was so beautiful. When they approached me and said, hey, we have this opening up, would you want to do it? And I was like, my gut was like, no, I have like babies at home. But we gave in, and really it just speaks to the community again. Like if it were just me, I wouldn't have done it, but the teachers here and the students and everybody that is involved with Power Yoga Buffalo are the best people on earth. Like for real, like I couldn't have done it without them.
What do you want people to feel as they walk in if this is their first time? What advice do you have for them?
Bring a mat if you have one. If not, we rent them. Bring water, bring a towel. It does help actually to wear pants, believe it or not, especially for women, just because you sweat and it'll absorb a lot of the moisture. Let the teachers know that you're new, and put yourself kind of in the back of the room so you can look around, go at your own pace, rest when you need to, and ask questions.
For more information for any of our viewers that are so excited and would like to give Power Yoga a try, how can they find you and sign up for a class?
So we are at poweryogabuffalo.com. We also have our own app, Power Yoga Buffalo, at the App Store. We're on Instagram, Power Yoga Buffalo, Facebook, same. think that's it. You can find us at all of those places. Ask questions. We answer to all of those sites, and info@poweryogabuffalo.com is the email.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Still to come on Daytime Buffalo, keeping your skin clear is not an easy job. We head to Glow Spot Buffalo for a little insight on how they do it. Stick with us. That's coming up after the break. For many dog owners, keeping your furry friend active even when you aren't home is a tough job. That's where professional dog walkers come in. But as Michael George explains, trying to find a professional dog walker isn't exactly a walk in the park.
9-year-old Lacey needs plenty of outdoor time, and her owner, Eric Mendez, trusts his dog walker to make sure she gets it.
I wanted to make sure that she was taken out at least 30 to 40 minutes during the day so that, she gets a lot of that anxiety out, has something to do during the day.
But Mendez is finding demand for dog walkers has skyrocketed. Part of that has to do with the pandemic. An ASPCA survey found close to 1 in 5 American families adopted a pet in 2020 and early 2021. That's 23 million households. And with that increased demand comes higher prices. $630 a month?
A month. It was $500, and shortly after the pandemic took off, they raised prices to $630.
The New York Times even reports one walker in New York makes 6 figures, though that's far from typical.
This is Mr. Theo, or Theo for short. He is legally the cutest dog in New York City.
Violet Blyden is the owner of Bear Paws, a dog walking service. She says higher prices have more to do with inflation.
Everything has gotten more expensive. We're paying $8 for eggs. Dog walkers also kind of have to be able to afford New York City.
She also says work from home is winding down for many humans, and they're calling her.
I think it has a lot more people going back to work than it has to do with more dogs. People just need us more.
If you're hiring a walker, experts say do your research first, ask for references, and set up a meet and greet. After all, it's an investment in someone you trust to keep your pup healthy and happy.
Revolution Buffalo is bringing upscale boutique fitness here to Buffalo, and I'm joined today by the co-founders and owners, Rachel, Amanda, and Colleen. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Tell me a little bit about your studio.
Revolution was founded about 8 years ago. We just celebrated our 8th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, women founded, women owned, and we started the business as a way to bring upscale boutique fitness to the Buffalo community. So in terms of what we offer, we have 8,000 square feet of space, which includes an indoor cycling space and then an upstairs space with personal training and all sorts of group fitness, strength and conditioning classes, HIIT classes, treadmill classes, and rowing. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag up there, but it's a really nice complement to everything we do downstairs in the spin room.
And what does upscale boutique fitness mean?
Sure. So it kind of means like what we were seeing in like bigger cities in terms of the workouts that are being brought to the community, and then also the amenities and the experience that you get overall. So it's not just like going to your, $9.99 a month gym, which they serve, the purpose for what they do, but it's like a little bit more of an elevated experience. So the way you're going to be greeted, the way you're going to be treated, the way you're going to maybe get a eucalyptus towel after class, you're going to have your shower full of amenities. So anything that could be a barrier to you getting to class, whether it's because you forgot your hair dryer or you don't have a hair tie, or like we just kind of try and think of all the little touches that could make it a little bit harder for you to get there, because we know it's not easy for everybody to get to the gym, even on the best day possible.
And speaking of not easy, the three of you making it female-owned and empowered to start this in kind of a male-dominated industry. How did the three of you come together, and what's it like?
The three of us have known each other for a long time. Rachel and I actually went to high school together, so I'm not going to tell you the math, but it's been a very long time.
A minute.
Yep. And Colleen came to us in the fitness industry in Buffalo, so we've all known each other for quite some time now. And I think Colleen said it best when we first started. It was
we loved it so much that we wanted to have the ability to control every aspect of it, from, like you said, the minute you walk in the door, to how the classes are run, to what type of bikes, to what kind of amenities that we do offer, and what type of classes and formats. And it just felt like the perfect opportunity for us to bring something that we loved so much to people that had the same likes and habits that we have.
And that's something that you guys kind of touched on, but going to a gym can be really intimidating, especially if you haven't been for a while. Sometimes you want to go get fit, but you're like, I'm not fit enough to go get fit. How do you guys make your gym approachable?
Yeah, so we get this question a lot, and from new people who reach out to what class should I take and what instructor should I take, and we really say it's for all levels of fitness. So whether you've never taken a spin class, whether you've never lifted a weight, we modify, and we really have the best instructors who live and breathe by that also. So no matter the level, we are super inclusive. We welcome everyone into our space from day one to the older population who's been doing this for a long time, but maybe we bring a different element or a different type of workout. We really do our best to make everyone feel super comfortable and not intimidated.
And what I love about you guys is that you go beyond fitness. You actually do a lot of community engagement and outreach. You have an event coming up, right?
Yeah, that was another thing that we founded the business on. When we created it, we said, fitness is wonderful and we do love it, and that is the point. But what would make it feel long living? And it was giving people the opportunity to find a community that also sweats together, but then takes that with them outside and brings those, the feel-good energy, all the positivity out into the community. So from day one, we've been working on that. We've worked with a lot of different charities. We do a lot of fundraising events in studio where you could come and say, hey, I'm trying to raise money for a charity that I love. And that particular class, we donate all the proceeds to that. But the event that you're referring to, this weekend, we have an event called the Parkinson's Revolution. Aptly named that. That's actually what it's called throughout the country. But it's a nationwide fundraiser, and they have them in every city, well, lots of cities, on the same day at the same time. And the point being that I believe it's every 6 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and my dad being one. So that was where we started this, was as a way to just feel that we could do something for him. He does everything. I mean, he's helped us since the first day we opened, and just something to do, right? So I felt really strongly about it, but so has our community. And this year, we still have some time to go, but we've raised $30,000 already.
Wow,
for
congratulations.
This event. So it's just really, really, truly because of our clients that feel the same way that we do about giving back and supporting the community. And then even 2 weeks later, Roswell Park has the Ice Cycle event, which is another huge fundraiser, and our team for that is 105 people large, and I believe the fundraising is very similar. So it just goes to show the community is just so wonderful and wide-reaching, goes much beyond the doors of the studio and physical fitness.
And we also do, a lot with local businesses, so other, women-owned, other local businesses that we try to promote through, our 12 days of giving at Christmas, and right now we're, celebrating Black History Month. So choosing, local charities and local foundations to give back and donate, based on how much we raise for the class. So just a lot of ways to, like Amanda said, kind of those feel-good endorphins and just send them out into the community and really, really give back.
Absolutely. And speaking of feeling good, what do you want the atmosphere like to be during your classes and for your clients to feel when they leave?
Yeah, I think we really strive for it to be an empowering sort of environment, like Rachel mentioned earlier, making sure that we're meeting every client at their level, and maybe their level is different than the day they came before, the week they came before. So really trying to set the scene for coming as you are, and hopefully, what we do here together will leave, you'll leave, a better, kinder, happier person, even for a portion of your day. And we can do that through playlisting, we can do that through the things we say, through the workouts that we craft. And there's something to be said. I always feel like good attracts good, and it's always felt like the people that have come to us at Rev just continue to bring more good into the community and bringing, the people that they know into the mix as well. So it's impossible not to leave feeling better.
Yeah. I can attest to that. I've taken a spin class. I was very intimidated and nervous before I even got there, but I went there and everyone was so kind and helpful, and I left feeling super good. So thank you so much for bringing that girl power to Buffalo. For those of our viewers that would like to come take a class, where can they find you guys?
revolutionbuffalo.com. They can, send us an email. You'll find us on Instagram, Facebook. So let us know. We're ready for you when you're ready.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
and you
you.
guys can sign up for classes.
Thank you. Yes,
Thanks,
thank
Chelsea.
you.
Looking to get pampered or to just take care of yourself? We talk to the experts at Glow Spa Buffalo. That's coming up after the break. Whether you're looking for a beauty boost or just to take some time for yourself, our friends at Glow Spa Buffalo has you covered. Check it out. Tell me a little bit about Glow Spa, because you guys recently just opened. You're pretty new, only 2 years, right?
Correct, just under 2 years old, and we are a boutique spa, little spa, 4 rooms.
And what sort of services do you offer here?
We offer massages, facials. We also offer waxing, lash lifts and tints, and aesthetic medical procedures.
All the things to make us feel beautiful.
Correct.
Glow Spa also offers medical-grade aesthetic procedures that are performed by a board-certified nurse practitioner. But the beauty treatments don't stop there. From Botox to facial fillers, fat dissolvers, and more, they have practically anything you may be looking for to boost your beauty. What do you want your customers to feel like when they come into your spa and then they leave?
We want them to feel relaxed and very comfortable, and we want them to leave feeling their best.
And they definitely feel relaxed after a massage with Krista. She offers trigger point therapy, which is the most effective therapy to help relieve pain and increase range of motion. And you also have facials here, which is obviously, when I think of a spa, I think of getting a nice facial. What different type of facials do you have, and what are the benefits of them?
Yes, we have hydrofacials, and we have our signature facials. Hydrofacials are very popular because they have very deep cleaning effects.
Get really into, I wear a lot of makeup every day, so I probably need a hydrofacial to get in there and get all of the toxins and dirt out.
Yes, it's very deep cleansing and hydrating for sure.
And how many people?
It's fully customizable too. Sorry.
Oh, you can do it all. You
Yes.
can customize it, whatever. So you guys sit and talk with the clients about what they need, or what's wrong with their skin, or what they're having issues with, and then
Yes.
you kind of customize a treatment.
Yes, you customize it to their skin type for sure.
That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
a special thing that I don't know if every spa does. Sometimes they have set things, so you guys really are personable with your clients and gear towards them, making sure they're getting what they need.
Yes. Maria or the other esthetician will, ask what their skin type is and if they have sensitive skin or not, and then they come and they select different products that will benefit your facial that day.
Eminence Organic Skincare is the professional product line they use for facials. It is an award-winning product line they say delivers outstanding results, and the company gives back by planting a tree for every product sold. What's been your favorite part of working here since you guys have been open for such a short amount of time?
I just love our camaraderie, and I love the space here.
Tell me a little bit about your background.
My background is I come from Central New York, Skinny Atlas area, and I have 11 years of experience doing massage.
How'd you get into that?
It's just something I've always wanted to do. I've always found the relaxation part of massage very fascinating. I don't know why.
Relaxation, that's what we want when we
Everybody
come here.
wants that, yes. And to feel better as well.
When people come into the spa, they're actually coming in pretty vulnerable, right? If you're getting a facial, you're dealing with your skin. For you, when you deal with your clients, giving them a massage, they're coming in and they're vulnerable on a table. What do you do to make them feel comfortable and leave the spa feeling happy?
It is my job to let them know that I am an expert in my field, and it's also my job to make them feel safe and secure and comfortable and feeling their best when they leave, and to ensure the process of that from the moment they walk in the door until the moment they leave.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Now, we all know that beauty isn't just skin deep. You have to take care of your body inside and out. I stopped by Main Culture Nutrition for some advice on how to eat right and enjoyed doing it. Take a look. Today, we're here at Main Culture Nutrition right here on Main Street in Buffalo. I'm here with the owner, Nick Copeland. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
You have really helped bring more healthy options to Buffalo. Why was that so important to you?
Because I saw in the marketplace there wasn't a lot of places that you can go and get healthy things that taste actually good. I think that's the key, like for them to taste good, because in the past I was an athlete and I went to like GNC or different like nutrition places, and the protein smoothies would taste not so great. And I think too about our product is so great is because it's so versatile. Like as you see, you can make acai bowls, we have waffles here, strawberry banana shakes, so all this stuff tastes delicious, and a lot of people are shocked because they're like, wow, this stuff tastes awesome, but they're really shocked that it comes from protein. We don't use whey, so everything's plant-based for the most part. So.
And that was my next question. You guys are really special with all of the protein that you put in your smoothies. They're all plant-based. Why did you want to do that?
Well, because you know, it tastes way better than whey would taste per se, and you know, it's versatile too. You can make like donuts, we have waffles, like I said. So it tastes good, and it's a way for people to get healthy options that taste great. So.
And what do you say to people that kind of have a stigma that like animal-based protein is the only way to get protein? Right. Why is it like, why do you infuse specifically plant-based?
Because it tastes better, for one. It does taste better. And I think it's like a little bit healthier option for people. And you can, like, I mean, we have like at least 12 different flavors of shakes and smoothies that we have, and a lot of, you can infuse with fruit as well. And I tried like the whey option with fruit, and it doesn't taste as well as plant-based, so.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people don't realize that you can get protein from plants, so that's really cool.
100%.
Now, talk to me about your energy teas, because you don't think about wanting energy and going to tea, you go get a coffee, but you guys have all these amazing energy teas. I tasted them and they're really good.
Yeah, well, a lot of people, they go to like different energy drinks, like for instance, like Red Bull, things like that, but it really doesn't have nutritional value. And most of the time when you do like energy drinks, sometimes you crash. Like you'll have like this real high where you're like super like excited and you have all this energy, but this is like a slow, like, you know, you feel like more uplifted, you feel more energetic, because it's green tea infused as well. And if you want, you have the option of different energy boosters and different flavors too. It's not just one flavor. And you also get, if you can add, you get add-ons, you can get collagen, you can get Beauty Booster collagen, and you can get probiotics. So we have different options for that as well.
Beauty Booster for the skin.
That's
and speaking of skin, you also extend not just from foods, but you also have skincare, right?
Yeah, we have skincare. I use it every day actually. As part of my morning
Great skin.
routine.
Okay, if you
Thank
want to look
very
like
much.
that.
That's right. That's right. So we have our aloe cleanser. A lot of it is plant-based as well. Most of the majority of it. We have our daily facial cleanser. We have our body wash, and we have our soap as well. And we have our lotion too, our hand and body cream, which is amazing. It's from plants as well. So.
What I love about you guys, not only all the great food you have and that it's plant-based, but this is kind of family run.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I have another location in Kenmore called Uplift. I work with my brother, Mario. So yeah, here it's my mom and my uncle. We all run it together, so it's a team effort. It's not just me.
A full team effort, and you and your mom put together this. Walk me through what we have and what's special about each of these items.
Okay, so here we have our acai smoothie bowls. We infuse it with real fruit. You'd be really surprised. This actually is healthy, and it actually tastes like sorbet, like a healthy option. It has 24 grams of protein. It's plant-based as well. We use our mango, pineapple, and vanilla in this. So yeah, it's really good.
And these are calling my name. They smell so good.
So yes, we have our we have our pumpkin spice blueberry. We have real fruit on top, and it's plant-based as well, surprisingly. It tastes great. There's no whey, no chalky taste, none of that.
And you sneak protein into that.
Yes.
For those who know, whether you're trying to gain weight, lose weight, just getting stronger is all about getting that protein in. So it's great that you sneak it in.
Yeah, and I think another thing that we should mention too is, it's more satiating. So people try protein as opposed to like something that's flour-based more or less, and you're hungry usually because it ups your blood glucose level, and protein is like a streamline, so you just feel satiated for like hours and hours as opposed to something that's more flour-based or rich.
Very cool stuff. Well, thank you for having us. We can't wait to try everything here. It sounds so good. If you want to be healthy, and healthy option after gym class, lunch break, this is right here on Main Street, Main Culture Nutrition. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Still to come, vinyl records in the 716. Our friends at Revolver Records stopped by to sit and wax about his love for vinyl records. That's coming up after the break. Vinyl records. It's a nostalgic yet seemingly modern way to listen to your favorite bands or discover your newest musical crush. Here in Western New York, when it comes to albums, Revolver Records has been a staple for vinyl record lovers to come and explore the latest and sometimes rarest records in Buffalo. Joining me in the Daytime Buffalo studio today is Revolver Records owner Phil McMurray.
That's me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Phil, tell me a little bit about Revolver Records and how you got started in the record business.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been really into music, and about the time that I graduated high school, which was 2005, I started collecting records because I bought an iPod, and I put all of my CDs onto an iPod, and then I never played my physical CDs anymore. And so when I went home to my house, I wanted something that I could play in the house, and a lot of times records at the time would come with like digital downloads, so I could have it on the iPod and I can have the record separately. And so anyway, I got into it then, and then just like anything else, when you start collecting something seriously, you start to buy and sell and trade and all that stuff, and that was what I started to do, and then it turned into a side hustle, which turned into a business, and now it's 4 locations.
Wow, you guys are expanding quickly. So tell me, what do you think it is about vinyl records that just keeps people coming back, especially in the digital age of music and download with things like Spotify?
Yeah, I mean, I just think there's something to it that people, they really enjoy. There's the like I said, the physical aspect of it. I use Spotify as well. I listen to a lot of digital music, and just I feel like it's almost in the face of technology going the opposite way. People still want to hold on to that physical media. They want to own the things that they love, because if things go sour, or maybe there's no power or internet, well, we can still listen to music the way that it was meant to be listened to.
And there's just something so special about touching it, right?
Oh my God, absolutely, yeah.
Well, many artists release unique or special albums with limited edition artwork. Do you think it's things like that that's keeping vinyl records alive and current with the newest generation of music lovers and album collectors?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I certainly think it helps, adding colored vinyl a lot of the time. The vinyl that they're pressing nowadays, in a lot of cases, is really great quality, and they're doing a good job of pressing. There's some things that aren't, but for the most part, yeah, I think that it adds to the collectability of it. But for the most part, the people that are really into it just want it for the sound. They want to have the original way that it came out, and but bringing more and new people into the hobby is always really great.
Very special. And getting back to your store, or should I say stores, because you have multiple locations, what's something that's really selling right now at the shop?
Oh man, I mean, there's always, classic rock is always really big. I mean, your Led Zeppelin, your Pink Floyd, Doors, Beatles, Stones, that kind of stuff. And as far as newer releases go, I mean, I'm just trying to think of what came out recently. Frank Ocean is always very popular. The Grateful Dead always comes out with new live sets and different things. There's just so many different, I mean, basically every new release comes out on vinyl, so people are always looking for that new thing, so yeah, anything from, as far as back to the 50s, as new as to, today.
And speaking of new things, you have congratulations in order because you just opened a new store in East Aurora. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we just opened a shop. It was on Black Friday we opened. It was awesome. I mean, it used to be the location of a music shop called Limelight Music. And they actually just moved into the rear entrance, like the basement of the same building, and so they're still there. But I love the area out there. I wasn't super familiar with it when we originally agreed to move into there. But now I've been out there quite a bit, and I really love the area. It's such a cool space. The little town area out there, and people really support the businesses out there, and I'm really happy to be part of it.
Very nice. And do you have any events coming up at any of your locations?
Well, Record Store Day is coming up in April. And that's basically like, a huge event where hundreds of new releases come out exclusively on that day that you can only buy at indie record shops. And so we will have these releases at all 4 of the locations, and they'll be only, like I said, you can't buy them on Amazon or online. And so that's coming up in April. I don't have the details in front of me, but essentially that's the biggest thing that's coming up for sure.
Very exciting for that day, I'm sure. Very good business for you.
It should be a good day. Yeah.
People are probably excited after seeing this. So anyone that wants to, how can they find out more information and stop by one of your locations?
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to call us. The store number is 716-213-7604. We have a website, revolverrecordsinc.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We're all over the place, and but we're always getting new things in. We're always buying records, and so people can bring them in, and we'd be happy to take a look at what they have. Yeah, that's how you get hold of us.
Thank you so much, Phil, for coming in and talking to us and sharing your love for records. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Cool.
I'm gonna go need to get me a record player so Remy and I can have some nice dance parties and elevate our music taste. We are so grateful for all of the guests that we had on the show. We had that big announcement coming from Ironworks, so look out for that amazing lineup they have. Thank you everyone that was featured today. We're gonna be back again tomorrow on this station, CW23, during the UEFA Championship League soccer match. So be sure to tune in as we have so much more to show you as we celebrate Western New York. Don't worry, we've got a lot more coming up. News 4 has been working all day, making sure you are covered with all of your news today, so you can check in with News 4 at 4. That's coming up in just a few minutes, but we'll miss you. See you again tomorrow.